My name is Ryan. I thought I had endless patience, until that one evening changed everything. I'd been married to Emily for 5 years. We weren't perfect, but I believed our relationship was built on mutual respect, strong enough to survive any storm. Emily had always been sharp, witty, and loved to test boundaries. Most of the time, that playful energy was part of why I loved her. Lately though, her teasing started feeling less playful and more like subtle digs. At first, it was little things, poking fun at my thinning hair, laughing when I tripped over the dog, or teasing me for forgetting a chore. I brushed it off. Marriage isn't about sweating the small stuff, right? But over time, the humor turned sharper, the jabs disguised as jokes crossing into disrespect. That night, we went to a friend's dinner party. Around the table, we were sharing stories over wine and snacks. Someone mentioned terrible first dates, and Emily's friend asked about hers. With a smirk, Emily said, "Oh, definitely the guy who wouldn't stop talking about himself." Then, pointing at me, she added, "Well, him and Ryan, of course." Laughter rippled around the table. I forced a smile, but inside something sank. Then came the line that broke something inside me. The conversation turned personal, about relationships, intimacy, and Emily. A few drinks in, leaning back casually, she said, "Well, at least my ex was bigger." The room froze. A nervous chuckle followed, but my ears rang and my chest tightened. I didn't yell. I didn't storm out. I smiled faintly, keeping my composure. But inside I felt shattered. On the drive home, silence filled the car. Emily tried to brush it off with a joke about me being too sensitive. I said nothing. I wasn't angry, yet. I was thinking, calculating. That night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling, replaying her words, imagining how I would respond. Not with rage, but with a clear message: respect in a marriage isn't optional. The next morning I acted normal. I kissed her on the forehead, made her coffee, and even sent a casual text during lunch. But privately I was planning what I would say. Not to attack her, but to make her feel the weight of what she had done. That weekend, we hosted a gathering at our home. Everything was perfect. Food sizzling on the grill, wine flowing, music filling the air. Emily was radiant, laughing and flirting with friends, ready to charm everyone. I waited for the right moment. A friend asked how we kept our marriage strong. Emily, grinning, probably ready with another playful jab at me, didn't get the chance. I spoke first, calm and deliberate: mutual respect. At least that's what I thought we had. The room went quiet. Emily blinked, caught off guard. I held up a hand, stopping her before she could speak. "Last week you joked about your ex being bigger," I continued slowly. "You were right. He was bigger, at lying, at cheating, at treating you poorly. And yet here you are, with me." Her face drained of color. The smirk vanished. Silence filled the room. I continued, voice steady, "You made our marriage a punchline in front of people who admire you." I laughed along, but I haven't been able to look at you the same way since. Panic crept into her eyes. "Ryan, I didn't," she started. I cut her off gently. "Exactly. You didn't think. You didn't consider how it would feel to be humiliated by someone you promised to respect." The hum of the fridge was the only sound. "I'm done laughing it off. I'm done pretending disrespect doesn't hurt. If you want someone to compare to your ex, fine, but I'd rather be alone than let you chip away at me one joke at a time." Her friends froze. Emily's face crumpled. She reached for my hand, but I didn't take it. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I was just trying to be funny." I shook my head. "You didn't think. If this marriage is going to survive, that has to change, now." Tears welled in her eyes. The fire and mischief were gone, replaced by vulnerability. "I promise," she whispered. I relaxed just enough to ease the tension. "Sorry about that," I said to our guests with a polite smile. "Who wants dessert?" The rest of the evening was awkward, but Emily didn't make another jab. Not that night. Not for a long time after. For the first time in months, I felt like I had reclaimed something quietly slipping away: my self-respect.